Yeah, I think you just press the pause button there. Oops. Thanks for birthing the idea. All right. So thanks very much. Just again, I'm Shawn, same as Shawn there. But the whole idea behind this was obviously just to get everybody back into like a reunion. So people, a lot of you guys we don't know, because obviously our time was way before your time. However, we share a common bond.
Speak for yourself.
All right. We share a common bond. All right, so we're brothers and sisters because we grew up in this place, and it's so awesome. I mean, there's Odette, for example. I've been dealing with her for 2 years since I've been back. Never knew we shared the same background as well. So again, I just wanted to show you a short little video. My sisters finish her. Jennifer,
I'm busy directing.
Spielberg, just sit down. Okay. All right, I'm just going to show you a short video, and I've put together just a couple of points that I want to chat to you guys. And it's basically from John Maxwell. I don't know if you guys know John Maxwell, but he's a speaker that I see him as my mentor because of what he talks about and where he's come from as well. And I'm going to be talking just a couple of points on falling or failing forward. Not that any of us have failed in life just because we've been in the children's home, but the fact that we can actually take some points and learn and just move on with, because I do see some of the kids are still struggling to get through this time. So hopefully we can share that with them as well. I want to show you a short little video about other people who were deemed to be also in the background where we grew up and what they became of it. It's 2 minutes, okay? Your past or your experiences doesn't dictate your future. And I'm just going to touch on just a couple of points, guys, and then we're done. And I really appreciate the time and also the effort you guys made to come out here. And I've made a couple of points which I just want to focus on what John speaks about failing forward. And the first point he says is rejection. And I know as a child growing up, one of the things I had to struggle with and get through was that fear of rejection. Because everything that we were taught and we grew up was based on rejection. Rejected by your parents, rejected by whoever put you here in the children's home. So again, rejection. And also what you have to look at yourselves, what do you base your own self-worth on? Do you base it on other people's perception of you or your past experiencing? And so it's critical that we just maintain always and develop a really, really healthy self-image of ourselves, which is not dictated by external influences. So where we come from, each one of us, shouldn't dictate who we are. All right? So rejection. Point number 2 is don't point fingers. It was for me very easy to do, to say, well, look at my past. You know, it's because of that, it's because of my fault. And yes, we have a right to do that. However, for us to move forward in life, we need to stop pointing fingers and saying, well, you know, it was a terrible. Everybody gets into a boat to cross a river, but you have to get out of the boat on the other side as well. You've got to move and get on and go. So one of the things that John says, don't blame others. Don't sink into a victim mentality, which none of us have. That's why because we have moved on. And also we don't give our fate to other people. We control our fate. Yes, what's happened in the past and what we've gone through, it was bad. It was, one of the teachers here said to me, it was, one of the child's coined the term, it was a dark blessing. From where we came from, myself and my 2 sisters, who kept a lot of sweets away from me while I was here in the children's home. But it was a dark blessing, because where I looked from where we could have been to where we ended up, it was a dark blessing. Just point number 3 is just remember that your situation or where you come from, whatever, even now in life, your situation or failure is temporary. It doesn't last. It will pass away and carry on. And sometimes people see a hole and then they sink into that hole and they think, well, we're going to stay here permanently. We're never going to get out of this hole. Whether it's now in your own personal life or based on the past, don't stick in that hole. Get out of the hole, get out of the boat, out of the river, and just keep going. And also, nobody's ever moved forward without leaving the past behind. All right? For you to move forward, you have to. There's no stepping backwards and stepping forward. Just keep that in mind. Number 4 that John speaks about, John Maxwell, is about setting realistic expectations for yourself. We all have done very well, and congratulations to every one of you for where you've progressed in life as well. And even in your personal life, right now, don't set unrealistic expectations. Don't expect to be perfect. God created us perfect, but again, don't expect to be perfect in everything that you do. And then we need to expect setbacks and also deal with those. One of the things that John talks about is also focus on your strengths or your talents. Now, I know a lot of people might say, but hang on, I don't have a talent. Every one of us sitting here was born with a talent. Doesn't matter where your background came from, you have a talent. And you know what? A person with talent and a person with no passion, if you merge the two together, the talent plus passion person is going to be successful. There's enough stats to show that a person who's just got talent will always lose to a person who's got the same talent and passion. All right. So whatever you do in life and whatever you're doing in your personal life, do it with passion, and that will put you above and on the road to your strengths. All right. So always just focus on your strengths, not your flaws or your background as well. All right. And then just vary approaches to achievement. I've tried. I'm what they call I have a dreamer's disease. Okay, and I blame it on. There's a lot of things, but I love to travel, and I have a dreamer's disease. I'm always thinking of different things, and I've made mistakes in my life. But again, do that. Keep going until you find something that clicks in with you. Leanne, you're doing something right now that's your dream. Follow it. Okay, it's a dreamer's disease, and everybody else as well. And then always number 7. We're on the last point. Bounce back. We've all bounced back, and congratulations to everybody that's here. And for those that are not here, that are maybe watching on YouTube right now, we've all bounced back as well. Rehashing the past and any mistakes always will eat away at your self-confidence. It's going to affect how you feel about yourself. So just move that out. Again, achieve. Just remember that again, people who achieve have short-term memories of their past. So whatever your past is, just remember that's great, learn from it, but just keep it a short-term memory. People who have always achieved have short-term memories on what happened in their past. And then forget the negative setbacks and keep pressing forward. All right? We all have been created by God. The purpose why we had to be here, we know. And most of us know, I know for a fact between myself and my 2 sisters why we were here. As well. So again, just keep pressing forward. And lastly, I just want to close just very quickly. It's almost impossible to believe you are a failure and move forward at the same time. The two don't match. There's a saying that says, whether you believe you're a failure or you believe a winner, you're correct. Okay, you're spot on. So please remember, just keep moving forward. And you must separate life's unfortunate events from your own self-worth. So I said to you in the beginning, your self-worth shouldn't be dictated from life's events or from where you basically came from. Your self-worth is unique to you and it's worth gold. Yeah. So just remember that. And then last but not least, again, your reaction holds the key to your future. And all of you already have a future, but you're not yet finished with your future yet. So just remember, your reaction holds the key to your future. And I want to close on another short video. It's 2 minutes, but it's a video on choices. You've got 2 choices to make, and today when you leave here, you will make those 2 choices. All right, so just take a look at these 2 choices and then leave with what choice you're going to make. I chose the correct one, I believe.